Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Football Manager 2018 playthrough of Mechelen at the moment. With me, your host Luckymarine, and we won our game against Club Bruges. I thought was a good result. But then Club Bruges are down in 13. I wondered why they were down in 13th, because they have some good players. But I don't know what has happened to them. They're a bit like Anderlecht were yesterday. They're a little bit like Anderlecht were last year, actually. Like Club Bruges were last year. Club Bruges last year had a terrible season, it would appear. They'd be doing well first, second, 9th. They didn't qualify for the second stage of the season. So the top 6 after 30 games play their own little games together. They play with each other. It's as weird as you think it might be. And then the bottom, however many are left, they play for Europe spots. So yeah, I don't know what's happened with the Club at Bruges. Maybe they had a manager change. Maybe someone else came in and fucked them up. He's got decent determination for a 16-year-old. He'll develop really well. Driven, work rate's a bit low, but bit of tutoring, bit of tactic training. Work rate, tutoring doesn't raise your work rate. Tactic training raises work rate, but it's right. A little bit diminutive, a little bit tiny, but still not bad. Not bad at all. So 2-0 win against Club Bruges, which now looking at where they are in the table probably was about right, actually. George Glan scored the first goal. It was just a very well worked goal. A little bit like Olympic Lyonnais goal was against us, where passing all the way out to the edge and then some VD back into Glan, and it was just tapped in. Lots of good stuff on show there, and then a penalty for Ritz, which a penalty is a penalty, but we finished the game with Wilson on the pitch. He had a good 20 minutes to try and get him. I like this. He's a good balanced centre back at the moment at 18. If we could get his determination up, if we could get him tutoring. Apparently he can't be tutored just yet. You're on tackling. No, let's put you on technique, because that is in the doldrums just there. Finish with Wilson, Busquets and so on. So at the end of the games, we are managing to bring on good youth prospects. Busquets, I complained to Busquets. I said, you're not doing too well in training, and sometimes, every now and then, if you criticise their training level, sometimes their work rate goes up. It looks like it has happened there. And Soto's doing alright. I don't know how this block is going up, but then he's got stuff going down at the same time. Determination's going up. Determination, he must be getting tutoring by somebody. Tutoring by Ritz. Good. So that should bring up Soto's determination. I would like his determination to be at the very least 10 before he finishes his tutoring. At that point, at 10, we might be able to turn him into a decent midfielder. If we can get it up to 15, he might turn into somebody who is in demand from other clubs, and definitely will be worth more than 56,000. Anyway, club European game against Zenit away. Valkyrie in there. I've got Elias and Wilson as our centre backs. Lucas, wing back. Tomchak, just because we don't have any. Well, actually we do, but I can't be bothered trying to train him up. Scoofs, I think it is. I don't think he's even registered for the Champions League. Busquets in defensive midfield. Soto, I think Pana, Gustav, Mavidi and Galan are the only ones that retain their place from the first team. The rest is youth prospect. Oh, and Tom check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 youth team players in there, or fringe players, people, youngsters that need development. Say youngsters. 18. I think the average age is going to be about 18. At least is a little bit older. As is Lucas. Yeah, about 18, 19. About 19, I'd say, average age of them. Plus you've got Mavidi is only 20. Tom Track's getting on a bit, 28. Gustavo's about 26, yeah. And Galan's 29, I believe, yeah. So, smattering of youth. And let's go. And who do we have to get beyond? Get past? Irizos, 37-year-old, and who is going to be smashing the goals in for them. Druzy, who is wanted by Red Bull Leipzig. Not bad actually. How old is he? 22 years old. Yep. Decent striker. And who's their key player? I was going to say this looks very much like Target Man kind of polygonishness. Oh, we'll see how we get on. Let's go with pick up. Oh, go get revenge. I don't think we'll be getting any kind of revenge, but at least I had a little bit of a morale kick there. Oh, and Shatov, of course. One of their centre-backs, Hector, is lacking a match fitness. I don't know whether he's just come back from injury or whether they're trying to well, do the same thing as we're doing. Just blooding a bit of youth, getting some experience. I wonder where they are in the table. Probably third, actually. I can't imagine between Olympique Lyonnais and Sevilla. I can't imagine them doing much against them. That was far too easy, but what happened? Busquets out. Yeah, he did his best. Could have closed down a lot better. And yeah, Valkyrie was off-sighted by the initial shot that came in. It deflected straight to the feet of one of their players, and first time volley. Valkyrie was had his weight on his other foot probably. Couldn't quite dive over there. Tomkak gets his foot to that and gets it forward. Are we going to get there first? No, we're second to the second balls. Well done. Who was that? I think that was Lucas. Well done, Lucas. So picks that forward to Mavidi through the well, sort of. No, come on, Galan. Tried getting it through the gap. It bounced off the opposition player to his intended target anyway, but Galan just took a shot from far too far away. Well, got rid of the danger, I suppose. Got rid of the immediate danger, but just turned it into a set piece. Uh-oh. Wow. Was that almost an own goal? I think that might have nearly been an own goal. Yeah. 10 minutes, 2-0. Oh well. I can't believe the Galan shot actually counts as a shot on goal. Galan back to Pana, to Busquets, back to Pana, to Wilson, out to Tomkak. First time ball in to Mavidi, but no. Galan goes back to the offside, no you weren't good. To Gustavo, to Mavidi, out wide, to Lucas, who should first time ball, oh that was beautiful. Come on Galan, you should have been on the end of that. Somebody should have been on the end of that. just too wide for the goalkeeper to get to. Slotted in between the defence. That's the kind of balls that we're after. Unfortunately, so no one could take advantage of it. Anyway, Lucas, first time forward. Come back to Gustavo. Mavidi's offside. The defender, if you've been battling for a ball with a defender, and the defender smashes it down the field and then runs off, how about trying to catch up with him? How about staying onside? Might be an idea. And Tomczak out for another corner. I think both of our goals have come. Both of their goals have come from set pieces, which is a little disconcerting. But let's looks like Alan's going to be the first one to that. Forward to Mavi, no. Forward to no one. Just lumped into nothingness. Ooh, Busquets. That should have probably been a caution. Gallon's right. Oh my word. I mean, that's the reason why I've got him on the page, because he's quick and he can get to the ball first once it's lumped behind the line if he's onside. But he should have buried that easily. This doesn't look good. However, he stopped, and Elias. Are you onside? No. Elias just managed to lump that forward. So we've hit the post. We've hit the crowd and we've hit the post. So next shot should at least force a save from the keeper. Busquets to Pana, out wide to Tomczak with space to manoeuvre into. Back inside to Gustavo. Into Soto, who finds Tomczak on the overlap, who, if he's got a good, there we go, if he's got a good cross in him, we had two lining up in the box. I thought Mavidi was going to head that in, but he allowed it to, well, the goalkeeper didn't come out for it, so he allowed it to drop across his body, and it was just side foot tap into the net. Yeah, had the goalkeeper come out for that, Mavidi would have had to go to meet it at the front post to head it in, but no, well worked goal that. Soto made that, actually, central midfielder, finding Tomczak on the overlap. Some good vision by him. Can we get to that? Elias, two-footed tackle from behind. Are you onside? You are, but you just get taken out. There's a lot of sliding tackles that happened in this rendition of the game. Wow, three-tier stadium. Yeah, there's a lot of sliding tackles that happen in this rendition of the game, and I don't know where they're basing their rules on, what league they're basing their rules on, but there are quite a few tackles that happen, I mean, that should result in a foul or a caution. I don't even mean just for the opposition, I mean our team as well. If you go in two-footed tackle from behind, even if you get the ball, I think it's counted as dangerous play, something like that. Mavidi, just didn't get his knee above it. Oh well. Yeah, it's counted as dangerous play, whether you get the ball or not. It's not the issue. It's about going in from behind. So I don't know how to change that. I don't know. Anyway, cleared out. Lucas with the throw in to Gustavo, back to Lucas, to Soto, who fires it in, and that didn't go too far wide. Looked like it just flashed past the post. Gustavo with the quick ball in, comes out to Soto, who again gets a good shot. This time that was heading in. Needed a decent save. Tomczak out to Mavidi, to Gustavo. Oh my word. Wilson with his first goal for the club. Wilson. Oh, nearly I don't know why he's running around with his arms down by his sides, because he looks ridiculous, but nearly. We've hit the post yet again. This is good build-up play. We've hit the post yet again. And then Wilson has tried tapping it in. Mavidi out wide to Lucas on the overlap. Well done. Galan will pick it up. Back out to Tomchak. That's good. That was good. I would have liked Galan to probably try and smash that in. But no, went out wide to Tomchak. If Tomchak had have waited just a few seconds for more of our people to get into the box before he delivered it back in, that would have been a beautiful passage of play. However, here we are. Other end of the pitch. And it goes wide. And to be honest, we're coming back into this game fairly well. To say it's an away game. 3 shots on target, 7 shots, same as them. Why did I open my big mouth? Why did I open my giant mouth? Well, that's alright. We'll just have to score more goals then. We've already hit the bar twice. We just need to be a little bit more lucky. Or a little less offside. When turning them chances back in. Can't believe Wilson denied his first goal for the club, and it would have been a Champions League goal. Can you imagine that? 18 years old. You're thrown on against, well, not thrown on, you get a starting spot in, fair enough, a throwaway game because you're already out of the group. 18 years old. Ball comes to you in the box. You smash it home. Crowd goes wild. But no, offside. Damn it. No blame on him though. It was a mess inside the box. It's not like Drazic or Mavidi or Galan, who operate next to the defence and can see when they're offside and onside. But thankfully that gets headed away by Tomchak. Penned back a little bit here. Can we get on that? No, we can't. Valkyrie takes control of that ball. What's your rating, Valkyrie? 6.7. He's let 3 goals in, and yet he's still got a rating of 6.7. So he must be doing something right. To be fair, they've had 7 on target, so he has had to make 4 saves. 5 saves. Yeah, they must have heard me about coming back into the game. Like, nope, not today. Lucas with the free kick. It looks like it's probably going to be the last action of the half. Soto doesn't quite gauge that properly. Either that or their defender jumped like a salmon to plug that out of the air with his head. Read it to Lucas. Lucas, but oh, come on. Again, goalkeeper. Even with these Santa gloves on, you don't need to come out and get that. Back into Panna, out to Tomchak on his wrong foot. I don't know how you've done that, Galan, but you have. Crashes in off the crossbar. How is that? I thought he headed it down. He must have headed it into the post. I reckon he probably headbutted this post here. He was that close to the bar himself. There were suspicions of offside a little bit. Yeah, I'm fairly certain he should have knocked himself out against the bar there. But it worked. It's a goal. We'll probably go in. I say probably. Just 1 goal behind, which I will be delighted with. I have to say, as the Champions League's games have been going on. We have been getting better. I am happy with their performance so far. From the early days of, I think the first game against Olympique Lyonnais was 4-0. And then the first game against this lot was 3-0. And then suddenly we started scoring goals. I mean, it wasn't enough. I think our game against Sevilla, first game against Sevilla was 4-1. Even though I still think it should a 4-2 should have been a more accurate representation of that game. Then our second game against Sevilla, we actually gave them a good game. We were drawing all the way up to 10 seconds from the end. Our last game, again, scored some goals. And here, you can't say that we're dead and buried. Ah, come on, Gallen. Need to be finishing them. We are still a threat. There is just one goal in it. Who was the last game against? Was it against... No, it was against Olympique Lyonnais, wasn't it? And we drew against them 1-0. Yeah, we drew against them 1-0. What a mong. We lost just 1-0, and that was playing the kids as well. And there's been some impressive performances. I mean, looking at the stats don't tell you what the highlights do. Like in this game, I've been impressed with Soto. He's picked out some nice passes. Why have you moved away from him? The one with the ball, go close him down. I've been impressed with Soto. He's found some good space and picked out a few good passes. I wonder what his rating is at the moment. Probably not what I would give him. Roll that quickly to Elias. Elias out to Mavidi, who should get there. Into Gustavo, and you are a long way offside. How did you not know? Shatov brings it forward to Peters. Back to Shatov. Inside to Zuba. To Driussi. To Mac. He'll cross it for an easy tap in. That was far too easy. The build up for that was just far too easy. And yeah, game, you need to sort out. If you're playing in blue, don't have a slightly, ever so slightly darker blue. Have white. I might be able to see that. If you've got white numbers, how about having white lettering? But yeah, what's his rating? 6.9. So yeah, I'd give him almost a 7. Tomchak puts it out for buys the throwing, and oh god, man, that's enough from you, I think. I've been far too shit for far too long. And let's put on. We don't have anyone, do we? We don't have anyone who can play in that role. Well, isn't this the conundrum? Let's have you in a poacher role then, this time. And let's go for... In fact, no. I'm going to leave the kids on. And they can have a full 90 minutes worth of Champions League game. Unless we get a goal here. If we get a goal here, then there might be a sniff of a draw. And then I might change some things around. Shatov to bring it forward. Out to Peters. All the way in, and he gets cleared out, thankfully. To Smolnikov, who buys a corner. Does anyone use the FM touch? You kind of you buy the Football Manager, and it comes with FM Touch, but it can't be taken off the system. Oh dear. Only yellow, fair enough. But you can't really use it on a system that's not the one that you've already got the Football Manager downloaded to. It's like I have my iPad, and I was like, well, if I download Steam for my iPad, I wonder if I can download Football Touch for the iPad for the times when I'm traveling, or when I'm not on my PC. It's like, no, it can only be used on the computer that you've downloaded your Football Manager to. Oh, well, how ridiculous is that? Hector goes off and Mamana comes on. It's one of their usual centre-backs, their first team starting at centre-back. Emmanuel Mamana, picked up from River Plate, I believe. Used to pick him up from River Plate anyway. The Argentine Premier Division. Ooh. Can we do anything from here? Gustavo, back to Soto. Are you offside? Well, why is it a free kick? Yes, he was offside, but he didn't make an action to move towards the ball, or he didn't get to the ball. The ball was cleared away. So that throw should have overridden that free kick, in my eyes. Some nice passing there. That just needed a better pass through the defence. Instead of taking the shot, he should have passed it through the defence for Golan to run onto. But that will come with time. We all know that Mavidi doesn't have any vision. Oh, cleared away. We all know that Mavidi doesn't have the vision to pull off that. He's very much lump the ball to him, let him run. Very much Forrest Gump kind of player. Anyway, Lucas on the ball and loses it. But then there wasn't anyone in space for him to pass to. Usually Lucas gets it out wide and wangs in a decent cross. Soto gets to the ball first and clears it to danger only as far as Baba. And it's hammered in. And Valkyrie will watch it flash wide of goal. No 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I'll just keep these people. They're getting a bit tired, but the experience. They're in it for the experience. The likes of Soto, our 18-year-old American, to our Lucas. Again, I think he's 20 now. 20-year-old American. Picked up for free, and they've done good work for us. Gustavo out to Tomkak. Tomkak, you could have probably used that a little bit better. And that is very poor, especially as you had Lucas overlapping on the left. Shatov lumps it forward, but Wilson is equal to it. Back to Valkyrie. To Ilias, who hasn't had very many. Are you onside? That was almost beautiful. That was almost the goal of the game. How many times have we hammered the bar? I think that's 3 times now that we've hit the bar or the post. I don't want to say we're jinxed, but we might be a little bit. But yeah, Elias hasn't really featured that much just because, I mean, he does well when he's in there. There's no wonder that the Belgian manager brought him up to the full squad, the senior squad. I don't think he ever made an appearance for them. I think he was just there as a substitute, but still. Elias has done well. He's done alright. But when you've got Luis Eduardo, is it Luis Eduardo? Something like that. Who is it we've got in at centre back, the Brazilian? I think it's Luis Eduardo. And Vitas. He's struggling to get in there. Plus we've got Masudi that comes in now and then. played Elias as a left back, the complete complete wing back last season, and he did all right, but his long-term development, I think, is, well, at least you nearly killed him. I think his long-term development, if he stays at the club, he's definitely going to be brought into centre back. Decent nod out to Banner, to Galan, to Mavidi. Oh, come on, Mavidi. We're back to passing balls behind people. I think that's probably going to be it. Another top European team that we've managed to scare a little bit. I mean, we've hit the post 3 times. The post or the bar 3 times. And we've scored 2 actual goals against them. And on stats, we've not been entirely outmuscled. I would look at these stats and think that's almost a league game. That's against league opposition. But no, it's against Zenit St. Petersburg, who have millions and millions of pounds. More millions than we have. Still, they did well. Despite, I am pleased. I am pleased. I think that is it. Isn't that the last game? Yep, that's the last game of our European journey. We managed to pick up nil points. A goal difference of -14. We lost every single game, but yeah, the 4-0 and then the 3-1, and then we started coming into it a little. We started coming into it a little bit. That 4-1 against Sevilla, which I still think should have been 2-1, and then Sevilla got that win at the very death, 10 seconds, the last 10 seconds of the match. They managed to get that 5th goal. That was on for a draw. And then we just started using the kids for the last 2 games, and even playing the kids, we went from losing 4-0 to Olympique Lyonnais to just losing 1-0. So there is improvement there. And Zenit, we actually started scoring goals against them, and we hit the bar or the post 3 times. So for our first foray into the Champions League, no one else picked up no points. But next time around, I'm hoping to be in a much, much better position. We'll have money. Hopefully we might bring someone into the club using said money. And we'll see. Oh well. How are you getting on, Ghana? You're getting on alright. I need a little bit more game time, I think. And Zenit have 2 players that are being considered for the Russian squad. Oh dear. Sporting have accepted the 55,000 from us for Gelson Dala. This guy, who has very much a similar polygon to Galan, which is what I look for. Except you're 22 and you're 29, so Gelson will probably be a little bit better. How about just backup? He's going to be delighted with just coming in as a backup. They only want 55,000 for him. He's valued at 110. There are other people that want him. His determination is okay. Fairly professional, again, is okay. Likes to beat the offside trap, which sort of makes sense with the pace that he has. And attempts overhead kicks, which I want to see. I want to see this. I want to see this from a corner. I want to see an overhead kick go crashing into the net. Angolan, again, we're getting a few people from Angola. Panas from Angola, yeah. Bastos? Yeah, that's not ever going to get you. Any chance of picking up other people from Angola? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, 55,000 for him. If he comes in with a decent request in terms of wages, then I think we'll go for it. He only wanted backup football, so I don't think he's going to ask for too much. And that will do, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode. Next episode will be Belgian Cup. And then after the Belgian Cup 7th round, I think I'll pick up at Mouscron. And we'll see. I mean, we've got to get through this Belgian Cup. Although, again, Club Brugge, it was a fairly easy game against them at home. Well, I say easy, but I think it was a case of just us taking our chances. Hopefully we can have a reenactment of a few weeks ago. How many friendlies can we pick up? Got some we can slot in there, and there's a few more a little bit later in the season. Marvin Luckymarine, as always, you lot have been amazing. That's us out of the Champions League, but we got, I think it was 11 million. 11 million for fiddling around in the Champions League. Picked up no points, but I don't care. I really don't care. It was just, if we hadn't have had European football, we'd have never got from here to here. We'd have never got from here to here. Would have just been, this line would have just continued. Would have had a little bit of a kick up from here to here. Would have been the winnings from the league, and then would have embarked yet again on this decline, which you can see is happening here. This is probably the same gradient as this, which is yeah, our club just isn't profitable without European football. It's bizarre. So, till next time, from a bizarre Mechelen, do take care.